this is Rochelle Britton Young, Senior Director 1005 with Origami Owl. Today I'm bringing to you something that I've been utilizing for quite some time for my business, that me and my team have come up with an even better name for the actual document. It's now called the P.R.E.P Planner. The P.R.E.P Planner helps you prepare materials, review and ready yourself for customers, engage in follow-up, and purposefully grow your business. So you want to see what it looks like? All right, let's go. This is our P.R.E.P Planner. It's one sheet to help you with important tasks to prepare for your jewelry bar, event, or fundraiser. It's one sheet to remind you of all the important tasks after your jewelry bar, event, or fundraiser. And it's one sheet to help you engage and follow up with your customers, which will help you grow your business. In addition to this particular sheet, I'm also going to be showing you how I organize my internal system here at home in my office for success. This is a system that has worked well for me, and I thought that it would be helpful for you to see what I do. I purchase expanding file folders. They are right here over on the right here. These are found at places like Walmart or Staples. You may be even able to find them online. They are a folder that is only open at the top. They're around $6 for 10 or so. The next item is going to be file folders. You can find file folders in a variety of colors and different styles with different prints at online retailers and also at office supply stores, Walmart, Target, pretty much all over the place. You can find, like I said, varied colors that you can utilize for different types of jewelry bars, or you can use one color for a fundraiser, maybe use red for fundraisers, yellow for in-home jewelry bars. However it works for you. You get the idea. So you can kind of tailor it to what your needs are if you're a color-oriented person. The next thing is going to be the Post-it full adhesive roll. And this can be found at places like Staples and office supply stores. I particularly prefer to purchase this from Amazon. It's a little bit less expensive. It is an adhesive tape that's made out of paper that once applied can be removed at a later time. I really like this, and we'll go into more detail about it in just a minute. This item does run around $5 to $6 for a roll, and a roll lasts a really long time. The other items that you're going to need is your pen and your stapler. So what do I do at the beginning of each year? And you could start doing this now. We're into November. It would be a great time to get yourself started and organized for the new year. At the beginning of each year, I purchase 13 expanding file folders. One is going to represent each month of the year, and then one to represent my individual sales that are not attached to a jewelry bar, event, or a fundraiser, should you have any. And most often I will actually create 2 to 3 different folders that are for month-specific individual sales. It keeps me a little bit more organized, so you'll just have to figure out what works best for you. You will need to buy 2 packs of these expanding file folders, as most of them only come in a 10-pack. About 30 days prior to a jewelry bar event, a fundraiser, I grab a folder and I label it with the Post-it tape to include the name of the actual jewelry bar event or fundraiser plus the date. What I do with that folder itself, once I get through the preparation steps in the form, is I will put the folder into a file cabinet by date. The steps under preparation are going to be creating your jewelry bar, the date that you created it and the code, mailing out your hostess packet, then calling your customer to confirm that she's received the hostess packet, and that's in the case that you don't have them with you at your specific jewelry bar, event, or fundraiser. If the hostess wants to set up a Facebook online invitation, I set that up for her and date that you've set it up, and then make sure that you invite the hostess and make her a host so that she can invite her guests. It's really important, and my suggestion, that we always make these Facebook parties online in private formats. That way everybody on Facebook can't search it or see it, and it gives you a little bit better platform to specifically speak to your customers about any specials that you may have and engage with them a little bit more. Red Stamp is a new partnership that Origami Owl has engaged in. It's a great tool. What it is a application on your cell phone. It's also accessible online, and we have new platforms for actual Origami Owl invitations, and there are 7 currently at this time. So once you create the red stamp and send it either via email or text to your customer, go ahead and list the date and check mark the appropriate box. Some customers may not prefer to have a red stamp created, or even Facebook, so you'll want to make sure that you check with them to see what format they wish to invite their guests. And then after that, your pre-party phone calls. I generally do one about 3 weeks before the party, again around 10 days, and then usually 2 to 3 days before, just to finalize any details. Keep in mind that the call to confirm they've received the hostess packet would actually be the 4th call. So in all, you want to do about 4 hostess coaching calls along the way, unless of course the party date is booked out in a very short amount of time. So once the jewelry bar event or fundraiser has ended, you're going to begin working on the steps on the form under Followup. Those steps are going to be to enter your customer's email and information into your own database if you choose to have one. I use Constant Contact alongside with the O2 Connection newsletter. My Constant Contact is a much more personalized way for me to communicate with my customer database. If you have the O2 Connection and have subscribed to the bundle pack, anytime you put in an order through a jewelry bar or someone orders online through you, they're going to automatically be entered into your O2 Connection newsletter. For those of you that are cash and carry, you'll want to make sure that you enter them into your O2 Connection newsletter manually. Next, I enter every single customer into my personal contact system. I use Gmail, and what I do is I create a folder, I label it customer, and then for the specific jewelry bar event or fundraiser, I have a folder for that as well. So each one of those customers will get entered into a couple of different places. This helps me when I'm ready to export those lists and import them into a system like the O2 Connection or Constant Contact. It also personalizes their experience, so when they do call you, should you have a smartphone, you'll see that it's them calling, and you can answer your phone with, "Hi Sue, it's so good to hear from you." The next thing I do is I mail them out a thank you card. I think this is vital to your business. That personal touch is such an act of kindness, and it really will help you build a relationship with that customer. Next, I make a thank you call. The thank you call will be approximately 3 to 5 days after they've received their product. It may be close to the same time you mail out their card. Not a problem. So your thank you call is not going to be a business call of sorts. It's not going to be to generate more business or to ask them about hosting. It is simply a call thanking them and asking if there's anything you can do or any explanation they need about what they've ordered. A thank you call would sound somewhat like this if it was a recording. "Hi Sue, this is Rochelle from Origami Owl. I'm just calling today to confirm that you have received your products and to see if you have any questions. I'm here to help. Please give me a call anytime between," and then state your hours if you have them, and leave your phone number. If she actually answers the phone, you could simply say, "Hi Sue, this is Rochelle with Origami Owl. Hey there, I was just calling to check in with you to see if you had any questions about your order and to see if there was anything that I might be able to help you with." And then kind of go from there. Future business calls are about 2 to 3 weeks out. This is going to be where you're going to offer them the opportunity to get free product and maybe host a fundraiser for you, or a fundraiser for maybe their child's soccer, or any array of different things. If they're interested in the business, you'll definitely want to speak to them prior to this future business call. And then again, same kind of call at about 2 months. I go again at around 6 months and around a year. Keeping in mind that as long as you've either placed the order through your back office or entered them manually into your O2 Connection newsletter, they're going to get basically touched by you once a month. So you really don't want to do a whole heck of a lot of calls, just enough to say, hey, I'm here, I want to help, is there anything I can do for you, and go from there. So upon completion of the form, what I do is I take all of the order forms, I staple the form to the top, and then I file it into the expanding file folder for the month that's listed on the actual receipts. So as you can see, I'm starting to build an actual organization system, so at any given time I can go back, I can have contact with the customer. If their husband calls and says, hey, I want to know what she bought, I can't remember, or maybe grandma wants to add something to a little girl's locket, you have those forms, they're easily accessible, and you can tell them exactly what was purchased. I file mine in a file box that stays under my desk. You can use a file box, a file cabinet, a box, whatever works best for you. At the bottom of the actual form, if you have any future bookings or recruit leads, I go ahead and list them here as well. So that concludes our P.R.E.P planner. I hope this was useful information, and I will talk to you soon.